EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And finally, they'll bring him down when he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun is Milton. He's going to air this one out. And he will go all the way. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On play action, now Herbert. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now, this looks like a design run, and he will do it himself. He's in. Joe Milton. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, L.A. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A run with Dobbins. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Patriots. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And That's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Now it's Dobbins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
There he goes, inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Taking off. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Milton. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. Now Milton. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Slot receiver headed right. Try and throw with Milton. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. On play action, here's Milton. He'll go right and find his running back. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Throwing again is Milton. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Polk. Touchdown, New England. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Davis now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime,
to the goal line and in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let him hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the first down.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll let this go deep for Gibson. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And After that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Past midfield. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Going for it all. That's caught! And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, New England. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Herbert. Finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. On second down, here's Milton. This one, downfield, looking for Henry. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Here's Milton. And he'll take it on in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Makes the score Patriots 49, Chargers 21.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, first and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That one into the hands of Smart. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On play action, it's Herbert. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Herbert now on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up if they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown, L.A. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Looking out of the gun is Milton. A throw left side taken in by Polk. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Play action. Now it's Milton. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this 2nd half. That grab gets them a 1st down. Slot man in motion left. They run on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And
he's got his big tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Makes the score Patriots 56, Chargers 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. Has an opening past the 40. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On play action now, Herbert. First down throw there is incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
15 yards through the air, and the Chargers have the first down. Herbert to the air again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Herbert. Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball, get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, and this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, New England.
And the Patriot first down.
From the gun, here's Milton. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now a give up the middle. Finding room at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
3rd and long. Throwing, Milton. He'll try to run for it. The ball comes out. The Chargers have it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his leg.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Milton. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Slot man in motion right. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Receiver in motion, headed left. He'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Milton. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here we go. One final play. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. So it's a win for the Patriots. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead and did not look